Hey, I'll see you on tour in Las Vegas, Chicago, and Grand Rapids. In Chicago, it's stand-up and a live panel show. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets, and make sure you go to jimmydore.com. Get this. Now they're saying that Iran had a plot to kill the president.
Oh.
Now that's right. Exclusive. Secret Service ramped up security after intel of a Iran plot to assassinate Trump. No known connection to shooting. By the way, when they... You know what it means whenever the U.S. authorities have obtained intel? It means they are relying on your lack of intelligence while they spout something they just made up. Shit, we can't pin this on Russia. We said that Russia likes him. And we can't pin it on Israel for obvious reasons. But I do like the idea of pinning it on a country that starts with the letter I. U.S. authorities obtained intelligence from a human source in recent weeks on a plot by Iran to try to assassinate Donald Trump, a development that led to the Secret Service increasing security around the former president. Okay, well, if you're saying that you increase security around him, aren't you saying that it's a bigger failure then? That's what increased security looks like? There was nobody on the building that had a straight shot at the president? That's what increased security looks like? I think you guys are telling on yourselves. Secret Service learned of an increased threat from this threat stream, an official told CNN. NSC directly contacted the United States Secret Service at a senior level to be absolutely sure they continued to track the latest reporting. Secret Service shared this information with the detail lead, and the Trump campaign was made aware of an evolving threat. Trump's campaign will not comment on whether they were made aware of this Iran threat. In response to the increased threat, Secret Service surged resources and assets for the protection of former President Trump. All of this was in advance of Saturday. It certainly didn't look like they did. It looked like they sent the Little People Brigade, a bunch of 5'4" women, and they only had 2 snipers. The rest of the snipers were inside a building. There was nobody else looking out. No one. That's what a surge in resources and assets look like. If that's what a surge in resources and assets looks like to you, I've got a vaccine I'd like to sell you. Okay, here. I mean, if this job were any more inside, it would be Howard Hughes. Am I right? Come on, you get that? Because he was a shut-in. Okay, here we go.
Professor, this latest twist on the Trump assassination attempt is the U.S. officials blaming Iran. What do you have to make of that accusation?
Actually, me and many of my friends knew this was coming after this mess that they've created.
So this is a Professor Saeed Mohammed Marandi from Tehran University.
Where it's pretty clear that,
and he
in
says
my opinion, at
they
least,
knew
that it was an inside job.
He said they knew this accusation against Iran was coming.
Many of my friends knew this was coming after this mess that they've created, where it's pretty clear that, in my opinion, at least, that it was an inside job. They allowed this sniper to get so close and to have such a clear shot at Trump, and people were even pointing to him, and the police and the Secret Service did nothing about it.
Nothing.
And we all know when a president or someone like Trump travels, when the Secret Service of any country travel with him, they're days ahead. They cover all the bases. They know exactly where to put their people. So either it was a catastrophic failure on behalf of the U.S. Secret Service, or it was an inside job. And I personally think it was an inside job. So now, because the Biden regime is under a lot of pressure and people are pointing fingers at them, it's very convenient to accuse Iran of plotting an assassination. Sort of like the 2016 presidential election when Trump got elected. Then we had Russiagate. Everything is always someone else's fault, not the fault of the deep state in Washington.
After failing in an assassination attempt, now Mockingbird Media started spreading fake news that Iran might be behind assassination attempt of Trump. Now, my conviction has become stronger that the CIA is behind this attack. Always remember, mainstream media is not there to give you news. The real task of the media is distract you from the truth and manufacture consent. Remember, the CIA is just made up of regular people, just like me and you. If you or I was a sociopathic murderer who lives on a reward basis rather than doing what is right. Here's the news. U.S. received intel of Iran plot to kill Donald Trump weeks before. Why Iran may be plotting to assassinate Trump. U.S. received intel of Iranian plot. Really? I mean, did they really think... Did the Secret Service and the people who plotted this really think it would make them look better? Saying that you had 2 weeks advance warning? And you're just explaining to everybody that you... What? You had warning and you still didn't do anything? You had a surge in protection, you still didn't do anything? Here's more. U.S. officials had info about Iranian plot. It's the Iranians! This for the record, Iran denies it. U.S. intelligence has reported an alleged plot by Iran to assassinate former President Trump, leading to increased security measures. If that's what increased security measures looks like, what was it like before that? The Iranian government has denied involvement in the assassination attempt. The plot was reportedly separate from a recent shooting incident involving Trump, and no direct link has been established between the Iranian government and the assassination attempt. The U.S. received intelligence on this plot from a human source. Oh, I'm glad it wasn't from a zoo. Wow. Why would Iran be plotting to assassinate Donald Trump? I'll tell you why. Because we need somebody else to start a war with. We just don't have enough wars going on at once. This is like Gavin Newsom. You know how he has all the side pieces? Mm. So this is an official from Iran. He said, I told you explicitly that we would resort to legal and judicial procedures because they're upset that Trump killed that General Soleimani. Remember when he did that? And they're saying, yeah, we're not going to go assassinate him back. What we're going to do is we're going to use the frameworks at the domestic level and international level in order to bring the perpetrators and military advisors of General Soleimani's assassination to justice. Pressed further, if that meant not using violence, the guy said, we will only resort to Iranian international legal and judicial procedures. So, wow. Okay. Now they're blaming Iran. And they're trying to claim that they had a surge in protection around Donald Trump. Just cut it out already. Hey, I'll see you on tour in Las Vegas, Chicago, and Grand Rapids. In Chicago, it's stand-up and a live panel show. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets, and make sure you go to jimmydore.com.